Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and I just want to thank you for holding this hearing, unlike my friend on the other side, who indicated his concern with border security. I, of course, have the same concern, but I remind him that commercial aviation is our hearing today about commercial aviation is about border security and about a very important component of border security. But my question really has to go with whether or not we've really made any progress here, or whether we're spinning our wheels. TSA started at a very low point. It didn't have corrective actions. It didn't even have a process to assess whether they were implemented. And so there was a report about 10 years ago that identified all of that, indicating that it was limited in its this is a GAO report, that TSA was limited in its ability to use covert testing results. So, you know, if you got the results, I want you to do something with it. So let us fast forward to 2015 GAO report. And it's established that the security vulnerability management process had submitted 9 security, it had a process, had submitted 9 security vulnerabilities through the covert testing for mitigation. But as of September last year, none had been formally resolved through the process. That GSA found that it took 7 months to even assign an office to begin mitigation efforts. So I'm trying to figure out, now that you've made some progress, and we're still not moving to resolve these vulnerabilities, perhaps I should start with Mr. Johnson. Why has GSA so many challenges for this 10-year period in developing a process to use the results of covert tests to improve aviation security? So here we are going through it, but they can't use what they find. Why not?
So, Congresswoman, thank you for that question. One of the biggest challenges was that, as I noted earlier, they did not establish sort of timelines and milestones to make progress. But that's in addition to the delay in getting them assigned.
Do you have those timelines now, Mr. Bukowski?
Yes.
We do.
So that has been progress in that area. I think the biggest...
Have you seen the result of the timelines, Mr. Jones?
We'd have to go back in and take a look at that, but I believe the commitment to have leadership monitor it will help in that area. That was one of the other parts of our recommendations, one of the things that we hope will get taken care of in the future. And I'm pleased to hear that there's going to be the quarterly check-ins.
Yeah, that will help. But you can see Mr. Bukowski, I'm the only member, not only of this committee, but of Congress, who doesn't have to get on an airplane every week and go back and forth. And still I feel vulnerable. So what bothers me is the time it takes that we discover the vulnerabilities. You're on a committee that knows the vulnerabilities. Nothing is done about the vulnerabilities. And so you wonder, shall I get on this plane? But my colleagues really don't have much choice. So I would appreciate those check-ins. How often did you say this committee will know progress being made?
We will do check-ins at my level, Congresswoman, every quarter. So once a quarter, and then there's a larger look at risk every year.
Could I ask that those check-ins every quarter be reported to the chairman of this committee?
Certainly.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.